Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Ask Me Anything series about my travels, about anything that you want to ask me. And last time we talked a little bit about the numbers of the trip, how much it cost, and how much it cost for transportation, and then the first half, second half, all that good stuff. Which then I got a fantastic question from Chrissy Brown that did I view my travels as work or vacation, which is a very interesting topic, especially since, as you guys saw, I only spent about $2,000 in the second year on expenses, eating and housing and all of that stuff. So what was it? Was it fun? Was it hard? Was it work? Was it anything in between? It's a very good question. So we'll start with this. Work or vacation? It's a very interesting question, at least to me, because work and vacation are it's like a closed box. It's very defined, and work in my mind is, when you have some kind of job for income, or it's grueling. You don't want to do it, but you have to do it. Maybe that's a better example. You don't want to do it, but you have to do it. That's work. And then vacation in our mind, especially in my mind, is more of the beach view. You're laying on the beach, you're having a good time, you're sipping your pina colada and relaxing. So there's these two completely different sort of black and white definitions. And it was an interesting question to me because there's a lot in between that we don't see, especially in American culture. We usually have work and vacation or some kind of leisure time, especially in our day-to-day life. We're either at work or we're on the weekend and we're relaxing from work. And the travels was completely different. It was a completely different mentality. It was a completely different term. And you see it a lot, especially within the travel community. People say, like, I travel, I don't vacation, I'm traveling. And there is something to be said about the differences between those two things. Travel usually means that you're coming back more tired than you were, and vacation is more of a recharging phase from your already busy life. So my travels was this kind of murky area in between, because there was a lot of things that I didn't want to do that I had to do. There's a lot of relaxing time, and then there's all this other sort of craziness that went on. So I define it more as just life. It became life, and it was a much different life than both work and vacation. It was something entirely on its own, because there's really no other word to describe it, and I don't think there's a good word in the English language to describe how it just transitioned from into its own entity, because every single day was different in some way. I wasn't on the beach, I was moving, and I didn't really have my home. I had like a budget, so there wasn't this freedom that comes with vacation, and there wasn't this captivity, I guess, that comes with work of having to do what you had to do. I was still in control of everything that I had and wanted to do, which, it also opens up a really cool conversation of how we perceive travel as blocked in between this work and vacation. So, I mean, when people go travel in the US, what are they doing? They're either going for a business trip or a week-long vacation. And that's pretty much the normal, because we only have around 2 to 3 weeks of vacation, plus or minus 6 days, sick days. If you have children, that usually eats up about a week and a half of your stuff. So there really isn't any time to full on experience this extra entity, this travel entity, this lifestyle that it becomes. And it's something that, yeah, I really can't think of a good word. Can't think of a good word to describe it besides just life. It just becomes what it is. And I really wish, if there's one thing that I could tell people, is that there's a lot of ways to go about living life, spending your time that's away from both of these concepts, vacation and work. I think that eats up a lot of our time here in the US, our mentality based on work and vacation or leisure time, and there's really no in between. When there is, there can be. And it's amazing how quickly we as humans can adapt to certain situations. In my case, when I started getting a couple months on the road, and then things weren't as shiny, new, interesting anymore. I wasn't just going out and having fun as in a vacation style. Once that started to kind of dwindle away, then you settle into this weird gray area that is life. It's everyday life, just in a completely different format, a completely different state of being. So that is a very roundabout answer to not answer the question of vacation versus work. It was neither. It was a lifestyle. It was life. And it's amazing, once again, how we as humans can adapt to certain situations. And I hope that challenges all of you to not only explore something outside of these two terms, vacation and work, but and get into something new and try something new, because not only will you adapt, you might just find exactly what you're looking for in a beautiful way to spend your time on Earth. And that's it. I think that's a good way to end. Thank you all for listening. If you guys have any more questions, type them in the comments below. I want to hear all your questions so I can make more and more videos. The YouTube channel is now live. I've posted all of the videos up to date. You can find the link in the description, and subscribe. Check them out. Keep the questions coming. Thanks for listening. Don't just do vacation work. Do something cool and crazy and have fun. Have a good time. We're only here for so long. So enjoy your Thursday. Talk to you guys later. Bye.